Alrighty, guys. Hola, mola cola. Welcome to another We Draw Wednesdays. I'm going to be drawing some very simple art, maybe. And yeah, it's the last day of the year, and it just happens to land on Wednesday, which is where I typically am streaming some art. So let us twinkle step into the new year. And twinkle stepping is something that's related to my webcomic, Reborn Daughter. For those of you who don't know, I do have a webcomic, and been working on this for quite a while. We've got already 29 episodes that you can read for free. This is for ages 16 and older, as you know, it is a drama romance story that dives into some themes that aren't appropriate for anybody that's too young. So, if you want to support your boy and you are interested in a drama romance story, come check me out over here. A lot of the stuff that I am drawing, all the characters, a lot of the little like stylized UIs that we have on Twitch, it's all related to this comic here. So, go ahead and give it a check out if you're interested. And if it's not your cup of tea, refer it to somebody else that you think might like the story. Okay. Oh, we already got the one, the only. It's Tally. With six times so far. All right. Keep it up. I don't think Mo will keep up with you if you're going at this rate. But how are you doing? Here's to a happy new year. What are the plans today, Tally? What are the plans? I'm on vacation with the stepkids and in-laws, and you're still here? Oh, okay, you're still on vacation in Orlando, right? Now back to the hotel to shower and change for the New Year's party. That's right. The clock is going down. Now, for some people out there, it's already 2026. So, Happy New Year's to you. For us, we've still got like a nice 6 hours left until it's mañana, until it's 2026. And for today's stream, we're gonna work on something very small. This should be very, very quick. And I also might end earlier than usual today, so I'm just waiting for a text message, and then I am Audi 3000. Let me stop. It's cold. It's like 37 degrees. Yikes. Keep me away from that. That's like New York temperature. Honestly. Like if I went outside, that's the temperature right now. You need warmth? Well, that shower you're about to take sounds very, very, very warm. Yes. Sounds very good right now. Unless there's no hot water. Which I've been there, you know, it's been very cold and there's no hot water, so you gotta bathe with cold water, and it's the worst thing in the world when it's already cold. But yo man, sometimes you're struggling and you gotta deal with it. Either that or you stay dirty. Do I want to put steps and just add little diamonds? Or no. How can I combine this up here? Welcome back. Did I see your stream streak? No, did you put your stream streak on? It didn't pop up on my chat. For the stream streak, you have to click that you want to post it into the chat when it pops up. You did? I don't see it. Yeah, it doesn't say what your stream streak is. It's there? I'm not seeing it. Like last time when Mo did it, it showed up in the chat. It says 10 streaks. All right. 10-day streak. That's over 2 months. Nice. Keep it up. Don't miss your streak now. You get more channel points. Speaking of channel points, that's what I'm drawing today. Twinkle Steps is gonna be the currency for our for my channel points on this platform. So, and I'm thinking something along the lines of like constellations. So maybe let's. Usually constellations would be, you know, these lines, right? How do I make it look like steps? Hmm. I deserve to be drawn. Well, what my personality is. Oh, if you want to be drawn, you gotta just redeem. There's a redeem for that. Yeah. If you want to use your channel points, you can redeem it, and I'll draw whatever you want. That's like payment. Watch. They're so loud. Something like this. It'll happen up, alright? Then just keep watching. You'll eventually get there. Keep up the streak and you'll eventually get there. How do we bring back this idea? Steps or footprints. So we've got like a pattern of steps. I think that's gonna be pretty important here. But sometimes when we look at constellations, we also get like an image right behind it. And the thing is that we can't make these icons, you know, we can't use too many small elements because then there's no visual. Because you know you're gonna be looking at them like this on your screen, right? You can barely see anything, so we need some solid shapes. That's what I'm thinking here. Hey, what's up, Mo? The Mo, beware the Mo of the reality has arrived. That's right. Mo has arrived. Happy New Year, my boy. How are we doing? What are your plans for today? What are your plans for the New Year's? Are you working for New Year's? Are you getting time and a half? What's going on? Ellie says, come get your mother-in-law. She wants to stop at every Dollar Tree. Like, if we don't have them at home. We have Dollar Tree at home. The Dollar Tree at home. For some reason, I'm forced to watch Stranger Things. Uh-oh. Forced? Stranger Things. There do be things that are stranger. I don't think we want to run out of clinic here. This one. Leave it. This is a little smaller. I really have a certain here. Okay, looks good. Alright. Talia says TR Caro, but I'm in shower and charge my phone. Okay. Gonna be in the Insta tonight to send you Happy New Year. Alright, hopefully I'll remember by then. But if I don't, sorry. But enjoy your shower, get nice and warm up in there, The festivities are around the corner. Thank you for coming. Have a happy new year. I'll see everybody next week. Hopefully. Okay. I think I like this. Hey, what's up, Deanie? Just wanted to pop in and say Happy New Year. I'm heading out to a party soon, so I can't hang around, but I hope you have a good night. Yes, and a good night to you too, Deanie. Here's to a new year, a wonderful new year for all of us, yes. Enjoy your party tonight. I'm sure you out there looking like a cutie, okay? So, but yeah, thank you so much for popping on in and wishing me, a happy new year and a wonderful night. Same to you. Enjoy your party. We will see you next year, and hopefully I'll catch you on your next stream, which I always seem, I get the notification and then I just show up and you're already done. But I'll try to catch you on your next stream. And we got an ad break coming in. Okay, I think I like this. I think we're gonna move forward with this design. Okay, so I'm gonna use a line tool because it's like And the reason why is because these are like pixel type I don't want to call it illustration, but designs. You know, they're very tiny. They usually look like you know, it's like pixel art, you know. So we don't exactly, we can do we can turn off the anti-aliasing, which is what I have here. I have it set to none. And typically what anti-aliasing does is that it makes the edges a bit blurry, so that way you have a nice softened like look at the edges. But when you're doing pixel art, you're literally going by the pixel. So, and that's kind of what we're doing today. Typically the Twitch, the channel points are typically, a lot of people like to do it pixel art style because it's very tiny, which makes perfect sense to me. So that's what we're going for here. Let's see how this looks if I decrease. Yeah. I have it set to decrease too much. How about we just draw this one over? The brush size will just be up here. Okay. Hmm. wanted to darken it a bit because just in case it's behind a white background, you can still see it. finish the outline. Nope, we'll just have to make it from scratch. Let's take out this. Could have structured this better. Battery's dying. Let's plug in my charger. Where is it? Yeah, I think this fixes it up a bit. Yeah, yeah, this is what I was doing is I was trying to just set it up so that it's visible with a dark background, but also visible with a light background. But to do that, we got to give it two borders. Hey, what's up, Demon Blue on YouTube? How we doing? Did I miss you? Of course we missed you. We missed you throughout the whole October this year. How are we doing? Are you enjoying the holidays? Buy a pixel. Mm-hmm. Holidays are amazing, wonderful, but school is dragging down. What do you mean school's dragging down? You should be on break right now, right? studying for exams next year? Yeah, we gotta study for our exams. Don't be discouraged, you can do it. You've been doing great so far. I don't think there's gonna be anything on that exam that you won't be able to understand. You are capable of understanding everything that's on the exam. It just comes down to how you approach it. Okay? So just try to be diligent. Don't waste too much time on other things. But let's focus up. Let's lock in. Let's learn what we need to learn for this exam, and then the exam will test you on what you learned. When you break it down and you make it that simple, it's not so bad. The hard part, the studying is hard because sometimes we're just not that interested in it. But, once we can get over that and focus on the actual subject, it's not so bad. I think when we're little and we take, exams and all of these super big tests, we start to think that everything on that test is super hard and we don't have the capacity, or we're not capable of answering everything correctly. But that's a very big misunderstanding that we get. When they design these tests for you guys, it's they're not giving you questions that are impossible to answer. So if you just stay diligent, stay diligent, and you focus on the actual learning materials, then you should know everything you need to know by the time the exam comes. And if you're doing well in absorbing that information, then it's gonna be a breeze. It's gonna be very easy. That's why when I was back in school, when I was taking tests, my teacher put it to me that way, and it's just like every test after that has just been super easy for me. Just because the fear of not having the capacity, or just being believing that I'm just too stupid to answer these questions, that fear is gone. Because once I come to the understanding that every answer it's possible to get correct, then I just the tests were just easy. So hopefully that helps you. Just focus, try not to miss anything, and just keep up with the studies, and you should be fine. Even if you slip up a little bit and there are a few things you don't understand, there's a passing grade, right? Maybe you need 80% to pass. So it's not the end of the world that there's a couple of small a few things that you just don't understand or you don't get. And if you ever feel like you're struggling, just don't be afraid to ask your teacher. Your teacher will help you out. You just have to take some extra time out of your day to get the help, and I think the trap that we fall into as when we're kids is that we just want to stay home, relax, eat snacks, play video games, and just distract ourselves. But when we do that too much, that's when we get in trouble. We get in trouble. If I get in trouble, I mean you put yourself in a bad situation, a not so great situation. Okay? Okay. It's barely visible, but yeah. No me gusta. I don't like it. I don't like it. Crazy how the eye can just pick up those small little dots. But my eye is picking it up and it is bothering me. You just need a 70 to pass. See? There you go. So as long as you keep up with your studies, you'll be fine. You know, unless like, you know, I wouldn't be afraid of failing, right? At this point, it's just like, you want to get a high score. That's it. You know, so I would just say aim high. Okay, comfortable with the 70%. You still want to aim higher, right? Because, you know, as humans, we're not perfect. And even if you feel like you know the material very well, and you do know the material very well, you may get a few of them wrong by accident, right? You know, maybe you just read the word, the problem the wrong way, and you got the wrong answer. So, you know, just to cover those bases, you want to aim for like 90%, I guess. Realistically, I want to say 100%, but you know, that depends on the person's personality. Where did I put this? There we go. Okay, it looks better with the dark setting. But some people have it set to light. I know most people don't, but some people do. And for the people that do, there is a black border there. So we put white border first because this is the preferred type of back that we want. And then we put back the black border second for like the very, very light background. I kind of want to shave up some of the edges. Hey, look at that. Jimmy Boo says, I also noticed that you have over 100 subscribers, so congratulations. Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, actually, speaking of that, hopefully the subscribers are watching. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel. We hit 100. We did our 100 subscriber celebration stream, where that goal. For that goal, I promised I would make up a Pokemon, which I did. Which was I made a turkey since it was around Thanksgiving that had happened. So that was fun. But we are in like what 120, and wow, it's amazing. I never thought I would get past 100, but here we are. So thank you so much for all the support to everybody on YouTube. I hope the content's like helpful, over entertaining. Honestly, I don't think it's entertaining, but I think we make up for that for some education, right? Or just kind of getting to see how working on some projects would be like. Feel free to join us on a live stream. I see the comments. I've liked the comments. I appreciate the comments. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thanks for all the love. And here's to a new year, and hopefully we'll get bigger and we'll grow. But one thing's for sure, we're always gonna keep practicing. We're gonna keep doing our best. So stay motivated, everybody. We got a new year coming up, so let's go take it on. Okay, so this is how it should look like. Hang on. This part right here is killing me. Okay. It's just more than that. It's just not. I'll get that smooth. I want that smoothness. It's a little thicker here. Okay, that feels better. Okay. So we have our channel points image, little icon. So it's very tiny. I may adjust it and make some changes, but this is what we're gonna work with, and I'm gonna call the currency twinkle steps. So what I came up with today is, the lights in the sky has a couple of shapes. I say couple because realistically it's a lot of shapes, but usually when it comes to design and when we're designing, lights, we typically choose a few shapes that we're all familiar with, right? So I have the small little diamonds. We could have done like a star, but instead of doing a star, I wanted to do this shape where it's like I took the diamond, but then I added like, I extended the sides to go forward. So if we look back a bit, it kind of looks like the footprint of a lizard, right? And that was where I wanted to go with this design. I wanted to come up with a way to kind of show stars, but also show steps. And when we started, I drew feet, but I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel like that really incorporated the design that I wanted. And then we also have to be a bit on the minimal side. So we can't do anything too graphic because again, this is going to be a very small icon. So I thought, you know, maybe we can do a foot shape. But when I thought about footprints, the idea of footprints just came into my head, and I said, well, what if we took the star shape or the light shape and we made it with footprints? And then and then we put 3 in this kind of zigzag pattern to look like their steps, their footsteps, or there's a direction that we're going, right? So that's how I came up with the idea. This is where the design went to. You know, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I hope that you guys watching are as well, and I hope, you know, the design process made sense here. The only thing and then I was also thinking about making it look like a constellation as well, which is why we added the lines here. But looking at it from far away, we can't really see it now, can we? Let's use this tool here. We can thicken it. Let's make this a very big circle and let's just tap it. Okay, now we can see it better. Let's tap it again. Okay, it's not bad. We look at it in the lights. The saturation is strong enough for it to be seen under the light. So yeah, we had to make it very thick just so we can see it from far away. But having the constellation lines also adds to the direction as well of it going to the corner. So there's like a general sense of like flow, even though it's a small icon. But the biggest things are the 3 footsteps, and that's the one thing I wanted to convey the most, which we have. Let's see, let me move it a little to the right. I said a little. Okay. Yeah. Looks good. Alright, so we finished our project today. Now, I did have another file here. I had an idea for an illustration for the new year, because last year I did a new year illustration for 2025. And let me talk about my mistake here. Actually, let's talk about my mistake here. So, Christmas, right? Christmas passed, and when I made the Christmas illustration the first time, the idea was we'll use it every Christmas, right? We'll upload it, we'll use it to say Merry Christmas, and that's gonna be the thing. Now, when I did the New Year's one, I made the mistake of putting 2025 all over the place. And the reason why I'm saying that mistake is because my intention when I made that illustration was to reuse it again this year. I'm trying to do the, just make it one time and then we just post it, so that way I don't feel forced or I feel obligated to create a brand new illustration every time the holidays come around, right? Because that's going to be very hard. Well, hard in terms of like making time for it, because I don't know what's to come, right? But so that being said, I didn't want to feel like I have to do a 2026 illustration, but because I did I put 2025 everywhere in the last one, if I'm going to make a new one, I want to reuse this every year. So I kind of I had an idea. There was a concept, and I had this tab open just in case we had extra time to work on it. but it's hitting 7:30 and I do have to go very soon. So I think so let's spend. Normally I end the stream at 8 and I open up saying I might finish sooner. I was thinking about calling it now, but let's push it a little more. Let's create a concept for the illustration at least. Okay? So let's do like a concept. You know what, come to think of it, maybe I want to do landscape. Steven Blue says, me crying in traditional artist. Why are you crying in traditional artist? There's not wrong with being traditional, you know? And of course, going into the digital realm does give you its advantages. However, the fundamentals are important. And there are some fundamental things you can't do on the digital platform. So it's better to do it now that you're doing traditional, before you transition to digital. And some of those things are learning to draw with your shoulder. Okay? That's something you should definitely be doing right now, especially if you're a traditional. Learn how to draw with your whole arm. Use your whole arm, your elbow, your shoulder, all of that. Okay? If you I don't know if I should say this on stream. Okay, I'll put it like this. I'm sorry. I was gonna make an analogy that sounds pretty bad, but there's some truth to it. But you know what? We're gonna skip that, and I'm just gonna say that, you know, it's really good to learn how to draw with your whole arm. If you write in English, you get used to using your wrist, right? To mark anything on a piece of paper. That's what we're used to. And this is why a lot of us English writers struggle to learn how to draw with our own arm. So, you know, so try to break from that when you're drawing. And just be conscious of that when you're writing as well. When you're writing, you're using your wrist, and that's the best way to write. I want to say to stop using your wrist when you're writing words or numbers, but when it comes to drawing, you have to engage your whole arm, which is probably gonna be a new experience. And you know, it's better to do it on the traditional aspect versus doing it on digital. So practice it now, and then when you get on digital, you just translate it on the screen. Because if I make a mistake, I just have to live with it because I use a glass tip pen. Yes, but you know, having that control on your arm makes it, you make better marks on the paper and you make less mistakes. So if you want to, you know, when you're using your glass tip pen, which, you know, glass is such a beautiful tool, and it makes some really, really nice markings on the paper. But when you're using your glass tip pen, right, you understand that you don't really get many do-overs with the strokes that you make on the page. And that's why it's important to learn how to make good strokes. And that comes with practice. And the best, according to all the professional artists out there, the best strokes you make are with your arm, not your wrist. And that's why we make a lot of bad strokes, because we're using our wrist to make like circle, right? I don't know. I haven't seen them. I've seen like clips, but there's like a lot of like perfect circle challenges, right? And they use their whole arm on the wall to make a perfect circle. And that's an example of how, you know, using your arm is important, because, you know, we're taking advantage of our body's joints to create specific shapes. And, you know, you can't, your wrist, kind of like, with the way your wrist rotates, you can't really make, you know, like a circle shape, right? At least not a perfect circle, right? If you want to do that, you got to engage your shoulder and your elbow. to make a perfect circle. And the same thing with super straight lines. You want to make super straight lines, you got to put your wrist, not your wrist, your elbow into that. Okay, so it's better to get that, what's the word when you want your body to memorize those inputs on the paper. So just practice that while you're on traditional. Okay. And if you're struggling, you're on YouTube, and let me tell you, I found a lot of useful information on YouTube. So just look this stuff on YouTube. You'll find some very great channels that's gonna offer some pretty good advice. All for free. Okay, so go on, search YouTube, see what you can find. If there's a method that you like, stick to it, practice it up, and you'll be in a very good position. And that's a word I like to use a lot when I give people advice, because it's all about positioning. I'm gonna turn off the screen here because I want to edit this. One 6 1 1 3 2 1 6. Okay, so then 27. Okay, now we're back. What just happened? No, I just turned it off because I wanted to go into my settings real quick. And I did not want you guys to see that. Okay, so I was thinking, let's create a rectangle, and let's create a circle. My eyes to see me. Okay, so I was a little off here. Opened up a bit. Should have opened up with this, to be honest, but it's fine. Okay, so we've got the center. We're just gonna create boxes, which is gonna be the people. Okay, so for those of you who like playing Minecraft, just think you're making Minecraft characters. Okay, just think about Minecraft. Think about how those blocks, you know, and how like we have flat surfaces and then we got the face here in Minecraft. Just think like that. Okay, do that. If it makes it easier, because I know perspective is a very hard thing to grasp, but learning how to put boxes into 2D space and then create, and then that kind of opens up your ability to create a 3D environment. I think Minecraft is a very effective reference in terms of like making humans and putting them into your drawing. But I think made this person to, I want to keep them on the circle here. That's why I made the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't got that many characters, do I? What was it? Okay, so I'm just, they're just placeholders, but I'm actually not thinking about who's in here. But let me actually look at my, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should have about 6, at least 6 characters here, aside from the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have 2 extra characters. So we'll just fix that. Slant it a bit because the face does curve, right? Slant the eyes a bit. We did come up with winter outfits last year. Let me just pull up that ref for you. Okay, and this was pretty much the idea. Put some buildings. Let's shade it in like this, like you would do with a pencil. And you put the pencil to the side and you get that nice this texture, which you can create. You know, some tablets let you create this, some don't. I'll say that for sure because I've had different tablets and this was not a feature in every tablet. I think like most of the Apple products have this though, so if you're using an Apple product, good to go. But I wanted to shade in the buildings. I want the buildings towered, and you know we're taking advantage of perspective here, where this is, I guess this is kind of 1 point perspective, kind of not really, but you know, I digress. Because the way actual, like for example, this head has a whole different converging point somewhere. It's like somewhere over here, right? But it's like within the vicinity of, if I had to make a circle up here, it's going somewhere this direction. But yeah, that's stuff. But okay. But yes, this was the idea, somewhat an idea that I had in my head. So there you go. We just did a very quick sketch. The main character, the daughter, is there. And I wanted, you know, in New York we have a ball drop. So I wanted the ball drop to be a part of this because the story does take place in New York. And this is over here, this is like the main event whenever we have when New Year's comes around, like, you know, like when you think of New York and you think of New Year's, everybody's thinking about the ball dropping and what is it, Times Square? And you know, that is just a very well-known thing that happens, and this is something I wanted to incorporate here. I did that last year on 2025, but the camera angle was looking down towards them, and you know, we you know, they were there on the street, but you know, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those kind of things. But at least with this design and this concept, right, or the way I have this idea, you know they are present in New York. There's tall buildings in the background. The ball is dropping. There's gonna be let me draw confetti here. There's gonna be confetti. Alright, you can draw the confetti. And all the characters are going to be present, and we're at a lower angle where we can see the ball, the sky, and everybody's there. Now what I need to avoid is dress it, because last time I dressed them all up with like attire that you would see on the ball drops, which is where I kind of lost this idea of reusing the illustration, because once I started looking at how it looks like when you're there at the event and all these things that people buy to wear during the event, I kind of got caught up in all that, and you know, I put it on my characters to try to, you know, make it feel like they're at this event, right? and they're celebrating the new year. But because I did that, we were stuck with not being able to reuse it. But at least if we do it this way, I can always change the year over here. Since it's digital, we can always make edits. It's always gonna be 20, and then next year I can put 27 instead of 26, right? And then we can put 28. We can just keep using it until I hit season 2 of the comic, where I introduce more characters. Then I'll have to make a new one because more characters are introduced into the story. But I digress. All right, so there's my cue. It's already past 8 o'clock. It is time to go. Game Blue says, I am trying my best not to bother you. No. See, this is, and for anybody watching, okay, this is part of the whole thing, all right? I get it, I understand, but, part of the reason why I take, 4 hours out of my day to be here is to hang out and socialize with you guys. So do not worry too much about the work, because, I am drawing all the time. Even when I'm not on stream, okay? When I'm on stream drawing, it's not the only time I'm drawing. So don't worry about, being like disturbing in a way where I'm unproductive, because trust me, I am productive, outside of the stream. I am always working on stuff. I'm always doing my best. But this is for, my presence being here is more for you guys than it is for me, and that's why I'm doing it. Like, if I wanted to concentrate on my art and nothing else, and I didn't want to be disturbed, then I would just not stream. So don't worry about it, guys. The music is there for you guys as well. When I work, I don't have music. Let me turn off the playlist as well. When I work, I don't have music, so the music is just there because, sometimes I will be a little quiet, and I will focus on the drawing for a bit, and I will be drawing, I will be, working, and I will be silent for a bit. But I'll come back to the chat eventually, and then I'll catch up with you guys. But don't, do feel free to talk. Do feel free to ask questions, okay? And that's part of the reason why I'm here. So that way you guys have access to me while I'm doing some work. Okay? So yeah, don't worry about bothering me. I'm here to be bothered. With that being said, guys, it's time to wrap it up. So, as always, your efforts will never betray you. Keep trying your best. The new year is coming. So, let's keep doing our best. Let's reach our goals. New year means new goals. Some people don't like making goals. Some people do. If you're the type that like to make goals, let's make some goals, and let's see to it that by the end of next year, we reach those goals, okay? Don't forget to be kind to others. Have a happy new year, everybody. And I will see you on the next one.